Alright, I think I have enough to do a simple devlog. I don't plan on doing fancy devlogs right now, because more time spent on devlogging is less time spent working on the thing itself. And I've already restarted this recording a couple times because I either forgot to turn off notifications or something else happened. I've been working on Vertex lighting in Unreal. I could have made these so that they just used Unreal's regular light objects. That was I really did look into doing that. Uh, Lumen is really complicated, and all of the settings, like the form of information you can fill out to change how the lights look, is so large. Not worth it. I don't need it. But if anyone else is looking to do a drop-in solution to convert existing lighting over to Vertex lighting for whatever effect, because this could also be used for making tune shading, it's possible, but it's a lot of work, and I don't need to do that. I'm just using a render target to transfer everything over to my shader, and then I have material functions that just output the layers. So there's a layer of the baked vertex lighting. There's a layer of like these characters are getting the lighting information from the level itself, and then there's another layer that is the dynamic lights. So if I simulate this, everything that is not set to be awake all the time, which for right now is just the spotlight. The spotlight is like real-time dynamic vertex lighting. And then I just have a struct here that has all of the basic stuff. So now it's a point light. Move that around. And increase or decrease the power. And then a couple things like fall off override used for some effects. That inverts everything if you do too much though. But that's good for doing some contrast. There's also dot product shadows, so any face that is pointing towards the light will be on. I can turn that off, and then it's just like it bleeds through everything. Not perfect shadows, but not planning on doing ray trace shadows unless they make that really easy, and a lot of people get ray traced hardware. So right now the target is just the Steam Deck. Go back. Let's run it. I can derive the base vertex light and do effects. So like here's a little fire. There's no actual model for it right now, but like if I have a torch on the wall, I can do stuff like that. Shadow casts on the character. The character pulls the baked lighting from the level in a simplistic way. I can have multiple characters do this, and they all pull from under their feet, which means that enemies should also be able to do this. I just need to get a good way of managing that so there's not just like if I have 100 enemies that they're not all like 100 enemies in a level that they're not all doing this at the same time. It's just I need some culling. These crystals are fluctuating with a sine wave. Yeah, vertex lighting. And man, can I have a lot of vertex lights. Right now the hard limit is 1024 vertex lights. I've only really tried that on the Steam Deck, and when I do that, the frame rate drops down to 8 frames a second. I'm pretty sure that is more of a limit of the render target because the CPU, or sorry, the GPU doesn't max out at all with that. But Yeah, if I honestly needed that many, then I can go in and convert some of the blueprint stuff to C++, but just for portability right now, it's just going to stay blueprint. I think I can get around 270 lights before it starts dropping from 60 frames a second on the Steam Deck. But yeah, and then again, it's a managing system. Right now, everything's set really low distance, but I've got a little counter. You might not be able to see it flickering up in the corner of the screen of how many active lights there are, but this auto manages. The hard limit is 1024 lights that are on at the same time, not like in the scene. This is all dynamically. It's doing this stuff dynamically. I can just place however many lights, and as long as I stay under the limit, there shouldn't be an issue. Don't gotta split the level geometry or do anything. In fact, this entire level, this is just one model. Probably not efficient. Probably gonna change some of that, but yeah, I could fill out this whole thing, and then I also have it set so like I could attach a flashlight to the front of the character. It's just a component. Anyways, this is what I've been spending my time on. The blender lighting, there's a bug on that. I am gonna spend some time, I think, trying to fix that. But right now, ray traced shadows in the blender setup, the new one, that's not working right. I know about that, and that one is just gonna take some time to fix. Cool.